You think that pumpkin on your porch is cute? You think it is a festive tradition meant to bring a smile to your neighbors. You are wrong. That grin carved into the rind is not a decoration. It is a desperate, ancient warning sign. For centuries, a homeless ghost has been wandering the spaces between our homes, looking for an entry point. We have been conditioned to believe these lanterns are fun, but the truth is much colder. We are not celebrating. We are setting up a perimeter. Every light you place inside that hollowed-out shell is a signal, a beacon meant to ward off a spirit that has been searching for a doorway since the dawn of time. Look at your front porch again. Is that light really keeping the darkness out? Or is it acting as a dinner bell for something that has been hungry for centuries? You are not inviting the neighbors in. You are marking your territory against a phantom that refuses to stay buried. Think about it. Why do you really feel the need to light it every single night? The pumpkin is a modern comfort, a soft, orange lie. If you want to see the truth, you have to look back to the cold, wet soil of the old world. The original jack-o'-lantern was never a pumpkin. It was a turnip, a small, hard, rotting root vegetable, gouged out with primitive blades and filled with the smoldering remains of a coal. Imagine that. No bright orange glow, just the sickly, pale light of a decaying root flickering in the damp night air. This was not a craft project. It was a necessity born of a singular, desperate legend. It began with a man named Stingy Jack. He was a creature of pure malice, a grifter who spent his days bartering with shadows and his nights drinking in the corners of taverns. He was not a hero. He was a sinner whose name became a curse. When he finally reached the end of his path, he found himself rejected by the high halls of heaven and cast out by the fires of hell. He was left with nothing but the dark. So, he carved his own light from the earth itself, a rotting turnip that would become his only companion in the eternal void. Stingy Jack did not fear the dark because he had already made a pact with it. When the devil finally came to collect his soul, Jack did not run. He stood his ground in a muddy clearing, a silver coin held between his calloused fingers. He challenged the ultimate evil to a game of wits, and the devil, arrogant and hungry, accepted. Jack tricked the fallen one into turning into a coin, then shoved him into a pouch next to a silver cross. The power of the cross locked the devil in place, helpless and fuming. A second time, Jack lured the devil to climb a high oak tree to pluck fruit. With a swift motion, Jack carved a cross into the bark. The devil was stranded, clinging to the branches, unable to descend. He was trapped by the very symbols of the faith Jack had spent his life mocking. The air in the forest grew heavy, thick with the scent of ozone and rot. Every trick Jack played tightened an invisible noose around his own neck. He had outsmarted the master of lies twice, but in doing so, he had ensured that no gate would ever swing open for him again. His sins were no longer just actions. They were a weight, dragging him down into a solitude that would never end. The end arrived not with a roar, but with a sudden, freezing silence. Jack's heart stopped, leaving him standing before the pearly gates. He knocked. No sound echoed. No light spilled out. The gates were stone cold, sealed against his very soul. He turned, desperate, and descended into the abyss, hoping for a place among the damned. He found the gates of hell locked tight. The devil, still smarting from the humiliation in the oak tree, barred the entrance with a gesture of finality. "You are not welcome here," the shadow hissed. Jack was left in the gray space between, a place without floor or ceiling, without time or relief. He was a ghost without a home, a wanderer without a destination. He reached into the mud one last time, pulling out a turnip. He hollowed it out, his fingers shaking as he grabbed a single burning coal from the embers of his own life. He shoved it inside. The vegetable hissed, the skin scorched, and a pale, sickly light leaked through the gouged-out holes. This was his only companion now. He began to walk. No stars to guide him, no dawn to wait for, just the flicker of the coal in the rotting turnip, lighting a path to nowhere for eternity. We still carve them. Every October, you scoop out the insides and cut a jagged face into the shell. You think you are decorating for a holiday. You are wrong. You are setting a perimeter. That glowing face on your porch is not a festive display. It is a signal to a ghost who has been homeless for centuries. The original lantern was a rotting turnip, but the purpose remains the same. You are using a vegetable to keep Stingy Jack away from your door. He is still out there, wandering the void, tethered to his burning coal, looking for a place to rest his weary, cursed spirit. So, when you light that candle inside your pumpkin tonight, ask yourself a simple question. Are you really celebrating? Or are you just trying to keep the darkness from stepping over your threshold? Is your lantern actually protecting your home? Or is it inviting the wrong spirit to linger in the shadows of your yard? Look at your doorstep. Does it feel safe? Or does it feel like a barrier? Drop a comment below if you are Team Turnip or Team Pumpkin. And keep the light burning bright, because Jack is still walking, and he is looking for a way in.